The political establishment and the media would love us to waste our time giving the impression that all immigration has to do with asylum seekers and refugees, etc., etc. It's completely untrue. The vast majority of immigration into Ireland is completely legal. It's through the European Union. Because we're members of the EU, 450 million people have an untrammeled right to come and live and reside in Ireland, and there's nothing we can do about it. Now, there's two people there who are online. One is Matt Tracy of Gript. Another guy is John O'Brien. He's on Twitter. I think it's JLP O'Brien. And he's very good doing the research about demographics, CSO, PPS numbers, etc. Both of them are very good. But only from January until including September this year, there was basically 180,000 new PPS numbers given out in Ireland. 180,000 new PPS numbers given out to non-Irish people in that short period of time. So he makes the argument, yeah, according to CSO, not all those people will reside here permanently. Of course, some come for a short term, maybe work for 6 months and go back to Brazil or go back to Slovakia, wherever they are. But we must take on board that legal route of migration through the EU, where people coming in here looking with work permits, with right to reside, they can stay in Ireland for a very long time. Those from the EU can stay here permanently. Those who get right to reside can stay here permanently. So what happened, I believe, in Sweden is that the right to reside, all the permanent right to resides were changed by the government to temporary. Now, we can't do that as members of the EU, but we can be aware that this must change. We must, as a people and as a state, have the ability to decide who comes into our country, who resides here, and who has long-term ability to reside here. Irish Freedom Party policy is that people are only allowed to come in on short-term residency permits. If they have a full-time job that we need them in Ireland, for whatever reason, we're shortage of a certain skill, that they have a max 5-year temporary residence to come and work in Ireland, and after that is over, they move on to a different country. But we shouldn't get distracted by only talking about asylum seekers and the number of asylum seekers. There was a great turnout there in East Wall on Saturday. Both myself and Michael Leahy, our chairman, spoke on behalf of the Irish Freedom Party. We both got a great reception from the local people there, very kind. They know that this issue is very, very important because it has to do with, not just to do with security. That is a massive issue because local people are afraid that what happens to their daughters when hundreds of young men, we don't know their name, where they're from, or even their identity at all, they've rubbished their passport on the way, that we don't even know the criminal record, and yet they're allowed to walk around at East Wall or Killarney or Lisdoonvarna. The immigration issue has to do with security, also has to do with cost, also has to do with space and ability to house people, but overall it has to do with national sovereignty. That the Irish people should be able to act in their benefit and be able to choose who comes into Ireland and who resides here for a period of time, which we choose. It should be based on what is good for the people of Ireland and not simply on the desire of anybody from any country to rock up here and stay as long as they like. No country can be run like that. So keep an eye on the PPS numbers. As a member of the EU, we can have no control over the number of people who come here. Only as a sovereign, independent country and state can we have control over who comes and resides in Ireland. So my name is Hermann Kelly. I'm President of the Irish Freedom Party. Thanks for watching. Please share this with your friends, like it, subscribe to our channel, share it with your friends, tell your friends and family about the party, because we are growing quickly, and the whole issue of national sovereignty is becoming pivotal once again. Gora Magasa.